Hey there, true believers, Rank Isaragi here with more Let's Play Castlevania Port to Ruin. Last time we saved the sisters from the curse of the vampire, and unlocked the other 4 levels in the game. But we can do a thing by talking to them. So let's go ahead and do a thing by talking to them. Well, I think I'm ready. Oh, without Charlotte? Eh, that's fine. I don't use Charlotte that much anyway. What is their preparations? Get out of here, Charlotte. No one wants you here. That was it. We just needed her to go away. Last memory of the Belmonts inhabiting the whip. That should be interesting. So I need to kill the memory in the whip, and I can make it my own then. That's silly, but alright, let's do it. Oh, hello Richter. How are you today? I have a whip as well. It's silly. Almost as... Ow. Jesus! Jesus! Let's get away from Richter. Yes, Richter just destroys you, but ow. Alright. Shall I use healing items here? Yes, let's actually throw some healing items here. Just to, see if I can actually beat Richter. Because getting the whip is an awesome thing to have, and I'd like to do it if possible. He has a lot of health though, so we're probably not going to win. Yep, we lost. That happens. Richter is hard. We'll do that later. When I, feel like doing it later. Thankfully you don't get a game over, and you can try again when you want to. So, there's that. Agreed, Charlotte. So, that's true. We can do things that make it easier to fight Richter, and we'll probably do that later on. Well, there was that. Well, with that, let's go into the first level. Let's go into this one. To move things around a little bit. And here we are, at the Dark Academy. It's a dark and stormy night. There are no frogs outside the academy. Instead, only mandragoras. Which I will deftly ignore. Ow. All of my offense is made of failure right now. Let's just ignore him then. Ow. Or not. Okay, let's forget about him. I'm tired of fighting him. I forget how much health the Mandragora have, but it's sort of annoying to bother killing him. Ah! Haha! Not quite. I have a whip. Holy Fleaman, Batman. Oh good, there's a tree that manufactures them. Let's try to make that tree not exist anymore. Yes, that's a Fleaman tree. They create Fleamen. They're a thing here. I don't know why. Possibly because there is no god. Oh, does she still have Sanctuary equipped? I think she still has Sanctuary equipped. Let's... Yeah, she does, okay. Let's fix that for heal. Thank you, Charlotte. At the mere cost of all of... Ow. Mere cost of all of my MP, I can heal for 50 HP. Alright. He was entertaining. Okay, let's not go that way just yet. Let's poke around in here for... Oh, hello. Ah, good, the owl morph. We need that to progress the game. Because there's no super high jump in this game, so you need to improvise by turning yourself into an owl. Oh yes, Minotaurs have Petrify in this game, by the way. Because screw you, they're Minotaurs. Any love in magic, but they get love here. And because gold is the strongest metal known to man, let's equip that and actually gain a positive effect. Yes, let's pretend that that makes sense for 2 seconds and continue onward. There was nothing in here. Why did I think that was a good idea? What else is in that main room? We get hit by him, then hit by those birds. So... Ow. Curse you, dragonflies. What's over here? Oh, handy. Could use one of those. Let's go and use it again, actually. I'd rather have full HP as often as I can in this area, so... Nice try. But you fail. And are thrown to the ground. Let's continue onward. No, that was quite easy, actually. Alright, so we do have to go past that big thing. So come on, big thing, let's go around you. Ah. Alright, that was quite easy, actually. Fair enough, let's continue. Yes, if you stand at the right spot in those things, you can actually become completely invulnerable. But now it's time to owl morph. Come on, Charlotte, make me an owl. Yes, this is how we get into all those high, hard-to-reach spots, by the way. We just cheat and turn into an owl. Of course, these guys. Thank you. Thank you, Charlotte. That was honestly incredibly helpful. And this is less so. Ow. This is an old axe armor. He's blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Let's just back away from him. You notice that their axes start on one height and then transfer to the other. It's an interesting little thing, and it's fairly unique to the old axe armor in this game. Let's actually continue onward without these imps bothering me. Let's just flee. It's much easier to do that than have to actually fight them. What's in here? Thank you, Charlotte. Charlotte, many things. One of them is anti-imp. Let's just have her out when there's imps. It's probably going to be safer that way. Let's make this shortcut though. There's the flame whip. Is that better than what I have? Probably is it? Yes, yes it is. Oh, that's cool, I like that. I've never actually used the flame whip. Because of sheer persistence and... Sorry, I should have knocked. Let's leave. That was weird. Through sheer persistence and stubbornness, I've actually always had the vampire killer by now. But, yes, it's not going to quite work out this time as planned, but we'll get the vampire killer eventually. It's a good thing to have. But until then, this whip looks awesome. And there's a noodle bun. I thought it was a hot dog. That would have been silly. But, yes, Dark Academy. Every level in this last section is a reference back to an earlier level. I forget how this man attacks, so let's just crouch and whip him. Seems to be a working strategy. There's imps about. Thank you. Yep. Ah. Let's not let him hit me if possible. So, we're inadvertently exploring every section of this area. There's now here. Of course, here it's a bad idea to use our magic type attacks. I will just continue to use magic attacks. Step. There's a secret path in the passageway up there. Let's go. To get the Divine Storm. And we'll equip the Divine Storm, because the Divine Storm is cool. It's over here. It's also a Richter's super attack with the Holy Water in Symphony of the Night. So it's a cool ability, and we will definitely want to be using it. This is yet. Well, it's dead now, so it doesn't really matter. There's not one up here. I thought there was. Well, continuing on then. Oh good, it's you. Hello, you. Using a whip allows you to cheap out the armor. Ah. Ah. That was new. I don't like new. New scares me. Come on. Don't have all day here, Great Armor. I think I can fly over him, but I want the EXP, especially at this point in the game. So, yes, let's try and get as much EXP as we can. Oh, hello, Toads. Goodbye. I like the touch with the tables in the background. If you look, they have like a bit of three-dimensionalness to them. It's a very cool effect. Makes the game slow down a little bit, but it's a cool effect nonetheless. Ha! See, I've gotten into my groove now. Now, I can't lose, except when I do. Nice try. Weird bird monster. Let's just ignore her, since we can't hurt her at all. This whole room is full of things that we cannot cause damage to. Let's leave. Sure, I could just change my whip, but that would require effort, and I don't feel like using that. Good work. Alright. There's a music room. We'll remember that. It's probably going to be helpful for something or other. Probably. Come on. There we go. And we're off. Given my token a hit, it didn't do anything, and there's a room of imps. Let's not go through the room of imps if we can avoid it. But we can use this first. I'll scratch my neck. Ooh, sorry. Alright, continuing onward through the room of imps. Room of imp death. Alright, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's go. No. Don't petrify me. That would be hazardous to my health. Let's instead make your axes defy physics and then we'll leave in confusion. Now, a little more point. We can use that, especially this is where I think we are. I do believe it is. Maybe it's not. But I don't actually know where we are. But there's red hands on the wall. That's just an effect. That doesn't mean anything. Who let these toads into this school? Or are they the students? Weird. This whole place is kind of strange. Alright, a warning would have been nice. Stop it. Ow. Stap. Alright. They've stapped forever now. I still don't know what it is. Alright. I don't know what that spell was. Let's take a look. See if I can figure it out. Summon skeleton. That's probably what it was. So let's have that spell as the thing we can do. Didn't want to trigger the birds. To hit them as they existed. Well, there's one more hot dog, so at least I got a hot dog out of all those birds, and some monies, which I'm going to waste on potions. Yep, there's the boss. I actually don't want to try the boss, because I remember this boss is hard. Tricky situation. Well, we're not going to show what happens when that thing hits you. Spoilers, it curses you. So let's see what's going on back in these other rooms. It's a bit of a backtrack, I realize, but I'm not just wasting time. I want to do something for this last bit without having to fight the boss and have to redo all of this. So if I fight him, he'll die. There's no silly passage that but there wasn't. Well, we'll get to see anything else cool going on soon, so that's interesting. Maybe there's hidden items around here that I didn't get. There probably isn't, but we'll see. Ah, our nemesis from outside. Now our whip is on fire. How is this whip always on fire? That's something else we need to really take into consideration here. Go ahead, do your bird thing. Stupid bird. Made me look bad. Alright, so, we're back here. I'm not going to make you watch me go back to the boss, so I guess that's where we're going to have to end it. Yes, we're going to end it here of all places, but I'm going to go back to that save point, and next time we'll fight the boss. I didn't want to fight him now, because I don't want to have to redo all of this, because that would be tedious. So, hope you guys had fun, and I will see you next time with more Let's Play Castlevania Portrait of Ruins. Until then, Friend K,